So Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't think any of us really saw this one coming. So Rockstar Games today, at the same time as actually yesterday and the previous day with their teasers, released this screenshot which confirmed the name. We know it's going to be a future Red Dead game, it's not going to be a remaster. We've got Red Dead Redemption 2. And not only that, but we've got a release date window, so fall 2017, so it's going to be coming out next year in the autumn time. And also confirming a trailer, so we're going to have a Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer coming on October 20th at 11 AM EST. So that's going to be coming in just a few days on Thursday, and just a quick note, 11 AM Eastern time is 4 PM if you're in the UK, which is actually a different time that these teasers have been going up each day. Now obviously when this trailer comes out I think it's going to answer a lot of our questions, but there's actually quite a few things answered already in the picture that we got today, so let's go over this. So on their Facebook page, Rockstar Games confirmed that the Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be coming on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. There's absolutely no mention of PC. I think it's too soon to sort of say it won't be coming to PC, but it looks like at launch it'll just be coming to the next gen consoles, or current gen as they're known now. They've also added in this sentence here that says it's going to be an epic tale of life in America's unforgiving heartland. The game's vast and atmospheric world will also provide the foundation for a new online multiplayer experience. Now from what I've seen online, this quote has been a little bit controversial from what I've seen. There's a lot of people saying that it sounds like they're doing a big focus on online multiplayer experiences from what they've said here, and maybe not focusing so much on the single player. Now I think it's way too soon to assume that Red Dead Redemption 2 will be a multiplayer focused game, just because one of the major appeals for the original Red Dead Redemption, it was the story, you know, the epic storytelling that game had, and the huge twist at the ending. It was an absolutely epic journey. And the fact that this game has already been in development for 6 years, we know they've been working on something big. You know, there's probably a lot of motion capture, a lot of story writing and scripting has gone into this game, so I'm really hoping on Thursday we do get a good look at what's going to be happening in the story. So let's talk a little bit about online. Now it was noted yesterday that the trademark Red Dead Online was actually registered by Take-Two Interactive. They also registered Max Payne Online and Bully Online. I checked those, it was exactly the same organisation that registered those. But this isn't really a surprise. You know, the original Red Dead Redemption game did have a multiplayer, had quite a similar to GTA 5 multiplayer. You know, we had the free roam sessions, and we had sort of different sort of team deathmatches and lots of different modes that you could play on. In a way, GTA Online was quite similar to the foundations that Red Dead Redemption's multiplayer actually brought. It looks like they're just sort of rebranding it to be Red Dead Online and be more of a long-term solution to keep players interested in Red Dead Redemption 2. Because I don't know about you guys, but when I played Red Dead Redemption, I actually completed it again when it came to Xbox One backwards compatibility, and once I got 100%, I stopped playing the single player. You know, it was the multiplayer of Red Dead Redemption that kept me playing in the long term. It keeps me coming back to it on a weekly basis to check it out. So with that being said, I do think that Red Dead Online is quite an important part of Red Dead Redemption 2. However, I do really hope that we're going to have a nice long single player campaign to play through, like with the original game. I also want to share this interesting tweet from Daniel Ahmed. He's an industry veteran in the gaming industry. He tweets a lot of leaks and rumours and interesting information as well. And he made this point on GT Online and how last quarter was actually one of the best performing quarters in terms of virtual currency sales. That's kind of like shark cards. And that's 3 years after release. So that just goes to show that, you know, the development of GT Online is really going to influence Red Dead Redemption 2's multiplayer. So I'd say it's quite likely that Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be quite a big focus for the studio after its launch for a very long period of time. You know, it could be several years after release. We could have a Red Dead Online being supported, the new DLCs, new content been added. And it's pretty safe to assume that it will be coming with microtransactions, but it's not necessarily a bad thing because, you know, having those microtransactions mean that these updates are free for most players. So just before I end this video, I was also looking into detail on the screenshot that was released today by Rockstar, trying to work out who these characters are. There's a lot of people saying it was Dutch's gang. However, there's a few of the characters that look a bit more unfamiliar, especially the main lead character who's kind of walking in front. I can't really think who this was from Red Dead Redemption, meaning it could possibly be a new character. Maybe this is actually the main protagonist that we're going to be playing in Red Dead Redemption 2. There's a few other characters in there that do kind of match the profile of a few characters that were in Red Dead Redemption. However, it's still to be confirmed. It's not the most clear of images to look from. For example, the one on the left does look very similar to John Marston. The character to the right of the main character looks like Bill Williamson. He sort of fits the profile with that hat he's got there. And I've heard some people say that the one to the right of him, it looks like Landon Ricketts, but it really doesn't make sense for him to be there. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense for him to be rolling with one of Dutch's gangs, but who knows, this could be just a side view of a bunch of characters that we will be seeing in the game. So on the subject of John Marston, and if you'll be appearing in Red Dead Redemption 2, I want to introduce you guys to Rob Wiedoff.
Hey everybody, my name is Rob Wiedoff. I did the voice and motion capture for John Marston in Red Dead Redemption. I'd like you all to come down to Port City PopCon. It's going to be a big one. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also, if you get a moment, April 18th is Mike Roberts' birthday. He does a lot of work. In fact, he does basically all the work of getting these conventions up and going. So if you have an extra second.
So as he mentioned in the video, this was the voice actor for John Marston in the original Red Dead Redemption game, and oh man, what a unique voice this guy has. It gave me kind of chills listening to it again. Now, I wanted to bring up this really interesting article posted by Polygon way back in June 2013, and they talked about how the voice actor kind of walked away from the industry for good after doing that role in Red Dead Redemption. In their article, it said that Rob Wiedoff took a decade living in Hollywood and he grew tired of the lies. You hear so much talk in Los Angeles and producers that give false promises and stuff like that. And it even says after wrapping up the game in 2010, Wiedoff made his way back to his hometown and went into a 9-to-5 job in an industrial company and now lives with his wife and twin boys. So he spends a lot of time with his family and, working that job. So I guess that's not your typical acting career, is it? You get a big role like this and you end up moving back to the country to sort of live with your family and not really pursue that acting career anymore. So this article was posted over 3 years ago now, so maybe his stance has changed, but it'll be interesting, if John Marston does appear in Red Dead Redemption 2, will it be someone else doing the voice acting for it? Will they have to find someone with a similar voice, or maybe the opportunity to play this role again will be enough for him, obviously along with the money of course, will be enough to get him back voicing John Marston, because I don't know about you guys, but it'd be a little bit weird having John Marston played with a different voice actor. So let me know in the comments if you guys have any extra thoughts of this image. It's still sort of open to speculation on who these characters will be, if you have any ideas. And there's still a lot of questions that we still need answered. We still don't know if we're going to have multiple protagonists. We still don't have full confirmation if this game is going to be a prequel or a sequel. Assuming that is John Marston in that screenshot, it would have to be a prequel. And it would kind of make sense for this game to be a prequel. In the last game, it was towards the end of the Wild West. That was the whole point of the game, as it was starting to die out and become more civilized. So having a prequel, we could be going back in time and taking a better look at Dutch's gang. And who knows, we might be playing as someone completely different and see a whole different perspective to the whole conflict and maybe have more cowboys and Indians style of gameplay. There was also another potential leak towards Red Dead Redemption 2 being a prequel. This was way back in April when there was kind of an early map development screenshot leaked on NeoGAF, and then this screenshot was actually verified by someone on TechRadar who said they're close to an independent source close to the development team at Rockstar, and they confirmed that this was actually a legit screenshot. And in the screenshot we could see kind of a more early stages of the Red Dead Redemption map. And if you took a closer look at that screenshot, you could see it was a much earlier period than the setting of the first Red Dead Redemption game. There was sort of early settlement camps, less civilization, a lot more open land, and definitely portrayed a more cowboys and Indians setting. But again, that is complete speculation. I assume on Thursday we'll get a lot more information. It'll be interesting as well if tomorrow, on Wednesday, if we'll get another sort of screenshot teaser, maybe giving us a better look at the characters or something like that before the trailer, just to keep people interested, because it's absolutely amazing to see how much feedback these screenshots have had over the past few days on social media. A lot of companies would pay a lot of money to have these sort of impressions that these screenshots have been having. Pretty much every screenshot has reached well over 100,000 retweets. That's millions and millions of people that have been seeing these screenshots just for the pure hype of Red Dead. So it's absolutely amazing to see that there's a lot of people excited for another game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you could take a few seconds to leave the video a like if you enjoyed it, it would really help out my channel and it's much appreciated. And if you're new around here, why don't you go ahead and subscribe, because I'll be keeping you guys up to date with everything Red Dead towards Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh man, it feels good to say that. Have a good day guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.